You. Yeah. And you. Yeah. Poke your noses. What's up, Screwball? What's up, my man? I have cheesecake. I appreciate the hello, Screwball. I just appreciate you popping in. Oh, boom. Alright, time to rob, or whatever I was doing. Punching a child, that's what I was doing, yeah. Had to become more powerful so I can hit a child.
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Nice. Brother's having his volleyball semifinals. Dope. Score keep anything of note in the shelf?
I would say the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history.
Alright, see ya. Thanks for popping by.
Innocentic power.
Hopefully next time you can hang a little longer. Maybe I'll fix my stream schedule. Who knows?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
We do? I'm a superstar.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I don't know what flavor that is. Chocolate? Caramel? Man, I wish I didn't have such a weak sense of taste.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
What's history?
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Oh. Okay. I graded. Okay. Look through the display of books.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant.
Okay.
It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
Nice.
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the Madcat driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Okay.
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Nice.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Ian Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Okay.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Alright.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's
There was
about
dust.
wholeness, unity, balance.
Okay.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. That when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
Ooh.
And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Okay, what's this? Another book. Okay. You.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Can you give me some money? I feel like that will be... Yep.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money.
Give me money.
I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Yeah, guys, make me dependent on you.
Son, you got destroyed there. What an idiot you are.
So are you the owner of the store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
What if I want to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go, get back there. The books await you.
So what type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
No.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
This place is cursed?
Cursed? Who said that? An end? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy.
Okay.
Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Your daughter is standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl?
No, she was definitely psycho. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, of course.
Wonderful! Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Yep, a 10.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as Mayonette.
For sure. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
What? Wow. So is paradise. Established? Yes.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Okay.
Indeed. Are we done with jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
It's like you're enslaving your child. I get she's a trooper, alright? She looks like she can take it, but it's actually wearing her down, you know. She's been biting her nails.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
Wow. I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy.
Oh.
Life doesn't give breaks.
Oh, of course.
Come on, man. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong, even I know that. Now, I usually don't know anything. That is true, and obviously that will... that one.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Oh, yeah.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Wait, what? She agreed with me? She's like, I'm stupid, but like, not that stupid. Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness glints through the well-crafted exterior.
Why not?
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
I have 3 cats.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
Is this husband's husband her father?
Yes. My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
And your husband is also involved in the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Okay.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Is her kid even in here? Where's her kid? Right there. Here we go, baby.
You see a set of tattered curtains
Oh my-
blocking the way to another room.
Wow.
A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time.
What's behind the curtains?
Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Pull it open!
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains?
This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid. But I sense this place is calling to me.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtain.
I'm a police officer.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain this.
But I sense this place calling to me.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Spooky! You can't stop me. I'll open it.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say.
Yeah.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Rip them apart this time for real. Yeah.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back.
Dude, who is this voice actor?
Dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Okay.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Do I have like a flashlight?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Okay.
What if you just break it down?
Knock on the door.
Only an echo. No one is a hollowed out, dark echo. That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
First, check your surroundings.
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear.
What about the door?
It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for 8. That's right. Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. The room is it's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust.
Yeah, get it.
It should be.
Ow.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame.
Oh.
It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
I am very...
But you're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Smash into the door and shout, "Hands up now! Freeze, dirtbag!" Yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah, you tell him.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms
Okay.
of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Yeah, I ripped that shit apart.
Kudos.
What'd that do? Yeah, what that?
What is this place?
It's an adventure.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
He's so smart.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Yeah.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Maybe there's a reason no one's been here for
Yes,
ages.
because it's closed.
Oh.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
It's the terrace, I tell you. Smells like leather and sweat. I pick it up.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
Give me a second. I need to get strong.
The barbell
Left
waits
it.
patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Do it again.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slip with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Seems like I'm a little out of shape, or maybe these gloves just suck.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
Alright, that means I need a load. Right? Yeah, I need a load. Because I need to be a beast. This game's so dumb, I love it. Okay. So there's gloves in here then? Or do I already have weightlifting gloves? I have a bag. Okay, what are these? I don't know. Something. What else is up in here? Oh. Okay. Down the hole I go. Bird? Full of strange liquids. Covered in spider webs. Naked mannequin. Ooh. A little baby quick save. Oh baby. Okay. Oh. Yeah, check that. I need it. Money. Okay. There are clothes used to be displayed. What's over here? Ooh.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
Alright.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Expect a drawing?
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist.
Ooh.
The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Damn it.
The Haldor, the Tuareg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin. Green.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Who are
this
these
looks
creatures?
like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Why would someone spend so much time?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
D&D. This is a... Let's move on.
Just look at those details. There's so much effort.
Look at the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm, animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from
Inspect
its
the
sun."
schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Alright.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Alright.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe." The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says,
Oh.
"The biggest advancement in role-playing
Orange is the new
systems
black
since
fan,
the
I
30s.
see. Very interesting.
Outside,
Meh. That.
this appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer.
You think I should turn it on?
RC5120.
We had one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn on the machine?
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber. revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard.
Look
The
inside the
hatch on the machine's
component.
central compartment it's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Yeah.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Alright.
Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Indian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's this? Why do you call me Fortress?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any information about this company?
One moment.
Here through a catalog before she reads.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive calling radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Oh, video games. I've heard of those.
Any other questions?
What's that?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Alright, thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes?
Good. Please repeat the password.
Is it my birthday?
No. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress.
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat? Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Okay.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Alright, what are you? A machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old
Ooh.
and my name is Yvonne.
Ready to party.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
How do you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Indian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Okay.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected.
Now, please tell me if thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoke. Nothing happens. Some kind of superstar.
Ooh.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Damn. Superstar.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin.
What?
It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the Game
Someone
Master?
very important.
Yes, I am.
The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
It's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer?
It's just
chalkboard, and
failed
fireplace?
business. Looks like an undercover.
No, that's not it. I think
Take a step back.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
How are we planning to do that? Has anyone done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How were you planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked, coordinating so many games.
And
would
this
take
was a
whole
role-playing game?
switchboard of people.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Okay. What do you
No
think?
idea.
Michael?
They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious, and
They were insane if they
untethered
thought they
from
could do this.
reality, but
It was just to cheat money out of them. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Ooh, skill point. Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Yup. That's it. Nice. Alright, so that makes me stronger. So I'm guessing there's like a hint for passwords somewhere, I'd imagine. What's that?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows.
Knock on it?
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder.
Still nothing.
Even harder?
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I want to see what's on the other
Why
side.
do you think there's something on the other side, necessarily? In any case, there's no way we can get in right now.
Fine. Okay. I'm here. Spooky. Teddy bear.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. Be careful.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you.
Alright.
You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look inside a
The shelves
refrigerator.
are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the fridge.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine the ice cream.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Oh,
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
so they tried to sell ice cream from this?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
But Dad,
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine a light in the
There is,
apartment.
yes. And there also appears to be something inside the wall. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye.
Alright.
Bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still beautiful thing in its own way.
What do you mean a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Maybe.
He likes this fight.
Where are we? Look around.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles.
Alright. Anything else?
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP.
Wonder who wrote this
It
note.
looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Well, and they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
What's that?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory.
Who's this?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kuno?
Well, I'm sure the child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any ideas where the frozen ice cream could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the iceberg fridge.
Ice cream fridge.
The bear's eyes are still. A thick layer of coal dust.
What's this
covers
thing?
the
Is this a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other.
Alright.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying.
What are you doing?
Hear them. I think I can hear someone's upstairs.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
Oh, smear your hands with some
A
coal.
lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
Okay.
Still, it's good to have this dirt.
Kick it with your
the
foot.
hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
You over there. What did? What's this thing? -1 just suggestion? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black, it's not like it's the red one.
The lieutenant raises his brows.
Like the
but
black
does
cable.
somewhere a machine hums along with the current. The bear's eyes are dead and empty.
Okay. Cool.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Tried
It
it.
has a you slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't, if you want to try again, then turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. This orange machine is buzzing like...
Huh.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, something close to you.
Why did you do that?
Because it's black. Because it's black. The color of... I don't know.
The lieutenant raises his breath. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Oh, so I can come back in time and it'll be unlocked. Cool. Stuff, everything in there might be melted, but like, I don't know.
A thick layer of cold.
Okay. Well, what was that? No. Okay. Oh, boo. Alright. Did I discover the password? I think I did.
Tiles on the cube are still the speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Good. Receive buttress of thank you.
Tiles on the cube are...
I don't know. Can I look at it again?
Your flashlight, some of the writing.
No. My guy's a big dumb.
As before.
Weird. Am I more likely to lift it now?
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Oh, head hurts, -1, okay. I'll do it later. My guy's almost strong enough to do it. I made freaking what's-her-face mad out here, I imagine. Break through her door. Yeah.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leaching
Sometimes
onto
it's
my shop.
necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about?
Just a door? This place is curse detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Okay.
Host Almighty, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the
Cursed, but I thought the
Blessed
curse
be your
wasn't
name.
real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Entity? No, I don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
Talking about the furnace, I heard voices coming from there. Chimney ain't big enough for anyone to live there. You mean the chimney?
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
Oh,
You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something.
Okay, but please, only a few
how
questions.
does this curse
You wouldn't want
manifest
to disturb
itself?
the spirits. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Okay.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
I don't know what that means.
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later
I feel like
declared
I'm just
bankruptcy,
flashing a light in their
and
face.
their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever
Why didn't
since
you
I
tell me?
arrived, it's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy.
Have you shout help from shout?
Yes,
You-
I've contacted numerous
help.
parapsychologists, and even the wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even
Is that
though now
one as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with
Oh.
a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store.
What about the
I
wards
have
on the
books
back
anointed
door?
with
Are
a
they?
different inducement spell, for example. Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are
That's how you say
extremely
that.
powerful.
Simonees.
Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof.
Away I go. Go through here. I'm pretty sure everyone goes bankrupt because of the giant electric bill, I'd imagine. Oopsies.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Hello?
Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety person on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble
Okay.
upstairs,
That works.
the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
I'm the hero. Go upstairs to the curtain. Oh,
Hello, I'm Nia.
a bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my millies.
He taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
What? Are you asking for dice? You must have confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Hold on, what do you mean by that?
Yes, Amelie is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Oh.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages.
Oh.
But some of the stations
Nice.
can be quite interesting.
Why are you asking me about dice?
Observed. I must have missed you knocking. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Sure, I like role-playing games. I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order.
Damn nerds. Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Yeah, we are. Alright, okay. I like the... What do you know about the man? Yeah.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Oh.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
Huh.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Oh.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work on Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Okay.
During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike, but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are you? Hey, where are you? We anyways. What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the Rudy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of cold black spots here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
She's gonna get like, what is it, like miner's lung, I think what it's called, where you like miners who mine coal got it and they just end up dying because they have charcoal, like dust and like cold dust in their lungs.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know people call it the Doom commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Okay. Wait. How do you explain what happened to all these companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
She sent me.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
This just took off and customers are having terrible pain bills.
And then there's me.
Yep.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business
I want
idea,
custom dice. That sounds
yet
cool.
somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demon.
Thinks it's because you're the source of this energy.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress?
Yes.
What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
I think it might be you. That's... I'm starting to see there is no cause, only business decisions and action. This world is a puzzling place.
Is it now?
Yeah.
I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises inside. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
You know what happened to other attendants?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the
what happened to the
dries and dusty mannequins.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was that?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Boxing club.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Sort of king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the gym back downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club
There used to be hair
This was
hair
a few
salon
years
here
ago.
too.
It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
What's a genderless haircut?
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I would never let anyone touch my hair, not even my life depended on it.
You're right. It looks like you haven't let anyone near your hair in a long time.
Yeah. What's up with the broken window?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
I don't know.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Oh, very cool. But what's this?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims.
What does she mean?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Rosas. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not
Does
easy
someone make
catching
a
those
stuffed
perpetrators.
animal? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Nice.
But what drugs exactly?
I don't know what drugs he has been doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Nice.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Found a creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I like those.
Really? Anyway.
What's with the blades?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Yeah, tipo.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tuluva or Kiumatiri.
Why hasn't he been arrested?
Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No.
Yeah.
Wait. Forget it. It would take too long.
Found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Oh.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Ooh.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with the usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
It looked quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how in the end they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic.
Showing up to work on time is hard.
Well, showing up to work on time is your life.
Scratch that.
That's
Showing
too bad.
up to work at all.
I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Net failure.
Anything else?
Was a terrifying bear in the cell?
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about Mark that was really just and by men
I am just
and
not
they
caring.
already had the bear. Of course not. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival. Class
The
A
bear was
5,000.
doing. I'm sure the bear was doing his best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. He said that the bear was
Scary, but cool.
What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I don't have a commitment.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside its light. Light scatters
my God,
from the
they're
low-hanging
so
cloud cover.
Anything else? Another
I've
failed business,
intercom arm
perhaps?
that isn't working.
I've been. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine.
Telling me the
I'm still
doorbell
in the
with
middle of
the
connecting the
main
wires.
card was yours.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there.
I was
As
wondering
said,
about
it's
them.
quite useless right now. You could say so.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, choreography.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Pinball is kind of boring. Oh, strange things happen. What is there? Okay.
It can't be true. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Alright. But did this person say Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major
whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. Sure, I'm listening.
And they're
I'm pretty sure it's still sure. I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What? I'm listening. Good. I hope it.
Hey.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again? What? Communism, woo!
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again.
Wow.
You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Shouldn't we just stop building love, too?
I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings.
Yes.
Is that right? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets.
Oh, right.
Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Yeah, communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squad? You don't say anything about that. Roll up your sleeves further. Breathe in. Finish thought. Yeah, boy. Communism. Fuck. Yeah, boy. So dumb.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Yes.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
I'm getting comfortable.
Officer.
Is it just me or is it hot in here?
No, I don't feel hot. We're in a derelict smokestack. If anything, then it's cold here.
I'm just trying to lower my body's temperature.
Why would you do that?
It's a part of a special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
Okay, hear me out. Something I get these feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical event.
Yeah, baby.
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Now you feel something. The cold damp of shame washing over you.
No, not like that. I have like, I can feel the wind, or I don't know the air pressure, and the air tells me things.
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
Yes.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
You know about that?
Ah, yes. The weir I'm thinking it's an icositetrahedron untreated bone. Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else? I'm sorry. We're inside the chimney of but when I arrived here...
Creative.
When she arrived here, the
Damn.
Anti-Object Task Force. Behold, the Anti-Object Task Force has assembled, God's avenging angel, arrayed against the lower emanations of the Darkened One. Shoe racks, tape recorders, motor carriages, and doors. So many doors. You're not just pounding it all to pieces. You're reforging the universe, from the anvil of the heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an impact on the shape of creation. out of the furnace of your rage, a new reality. Also, you should trash your room again.
Yeah. Am I able to like activate this now or like nah?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this good? Please proceed for fresh accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube. The filament slides out of its. Nothing. Something's missing. Nothing happened.
I might just sell that if I can't figure it out.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor like a dog for its master.
Okay. No. I'm gonna tell her. Oh, I can't sleep? Oh. Did not know this.
What have you found? And also, do buy
And she's a novelty dice maker.
Novelty dice maker? Well,
Or
spit
some
it out.
something.
Why
She's
does she
just
need the
a
dice?
businesswoman
Some
like
kind
you.
of sorcery? I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom?
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her.
She says there's no curse because there's so many. There's. Honestly, I don't have the answer yet. The source is he became involved in dark arts. She says just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of economic system.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
I'm afraid only renovation, only world revolution could help you. Yes, the system must be cleansed. Oh, okay, it's true. We live in a world never. You need to get used to chaos. What I meant was I found the source of Dune. Forgot about the economy thing. It's true. We live in this world. Nothing ever turns out right. You need.
Precarious world? Economy? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. It's okay. You don't have to. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, man.
Whatever. There we go. Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. Half light. Let your body control. Threatening people. Yep, there we go. Get strunk. Strunk boy. Okay.
There's a pile of stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Abort. These are hideous.
Damn, officer!
They're perfect for concealing your... It's go...
No, you are definitely not buying those.
You're right. I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this.
These are all boring.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy.
How about you find your hands deep? The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy second-hand.
Something cold grazes your hand. Practical.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You find your hands. The box...
Economical, but also trendy. Gotta prepare for springtime.
What the heck does that do? Composure. I'll just load because, like, I have no idea what any of that actually. Oh, yeah, I'll load. I have no idea what any of that does. In honesty. I don't know why I put D&D in that tag. I just realized. I need to remove that.
There's a pot.
You like that?
Stylish shades, huh? Abort.
Damn!
They're perfect for conceal. It's going...
No, you are definitely not buying those. No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
These are...
These are all first-rate sunglasses.
Okay.
You see, the name...
Happy shopping of every...
From out on the back.
You're very...
You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style.
Yeah, I do.
You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Only the coolest goods in Revachol.
Where did you get those comfy pants?
Extremely comfy. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources. Good joke, officer. There we don't have permits. Just economic freedom.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom. That's right.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything for you.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Very sharp, officer.
The apricot scissoring.
No. Speaking of,
The food packages you're selling here.
Independent local entrepreneur. You mean these delicious
I think-
prepackaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook. No hassle.
If they're delicious, it's okay.
Really cheap too. They're very delicious.
Okay.
You see two lowly.
I can.
Speaking of luxury, these once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop. A small heat emboss on the...
No. Don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are...
Can I
Savar
just
and
buy the
garbage.
SAG?
I'm ashamed to even use them for props. No way, officer.
That's
These
why
are
I
for
want
sale.
them. I think they
Bad
might
speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe...
A pair of found ultras. The
Okay.
design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway.
Those sneakers, mister, those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool.
I do not have that money. Crazy. Okay. There we go. I will say that is the end of the stream. I am being a sleepy boy with a zit on my nose. I will see you guys in the future. Bye bye.